Okay, guys, I have basically never done this, but I'm going to be creating an entire widget for my agency today so you guys can see literally from start to finish. Usually, what I do for builds is I just make them and I show them to you guys, but this one I'm going to basically guide you hand in hand of my own process of how I would make a prompt or anything like that with voice AI using Synthflow. Okay? So let's get straight to it. It's going to be a really good watch, and at the end, there's going to be a gold nugget. Okay, so this is Visionaire AI. Visionaire is a gold certified partner of Synthflow, and I'm the CEO of Visionaire AI. So, what does Visionaire AI do? Visionaire AI is basically an agency that helps other agencies or users of Synthflow make voice AI builds. That's the whole reason we are there, and that's why Synthflow trusts us with what we do. We're not resellers, we don't do anything like that. We just help mainly create builds. So, I'm going to be making a widget that is capable of doing this, right? So this means that I'm going to go in Synthflow, do the entire process, but without further ado, let's just get straight on into it. I'm not going to pause anything or anything like that. We're just going to go straight into it. So what I want to do is either create a widget inside my website, either right here on the bottom right, or maybe even plug them in here on the face as a widget. But in order to do that, let's go over to my Synthflow account. I'm going to go over to create assistant. I'm just going to start from scratch here. Widget. Alrighty. So in here, I'm going to name this Visionaire AI widget. Then I'm going to put some of the time zones. So we're in Eastern time. So I'm in Florida. In this, you could either choose one of the two. In reality, I'm just going to choose Synthflow. I do like the images that Synthflow has, so I'm going to go over some of them here real quick. And I'm going to choose, let's say, I think this is a cool one. All right, let's do that. Okay, so it should show up on the left side like that, kind of like pretty cool. But I want it to kind of match my color. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get like a purple type of color. So maybe I'll even change the image and do more of like a purple type. Let's do this one right here. Works. Yep, I like that. Okay, that's cool. And then I'm going to change the button to a more purple type of color. And it should look nice. Okay, so that looks good. Let's keep it like that. I feel like that's nice. We're not going to be using a knowledge base. And this is what I was talking about. I think maybe I should make it float. We'll see. But it should be relatively easy to add. Okay, so let's go into more of the in-depth here. I'm just going to pick one of the voices that I truly like. Let it load. Okay, so one of the ones that I mainly like is Jessica. So there she is. These are my best settings for Jessica. Like this. Okay. And then we're going to put on medium patience level. Now I want her to speak immediately as soon as they press the button. And auto reminders, I want them at 8 seconds. And I want to enable recording so I could hear them. There's just going to be a consent button on the bottom, which I can add later on. That's going to be it for that part. Now, I want to be able to, I don't know, make it like a good experience, right? So I have a GPT here, and I'm just going to train. I'm going to write a little prompt. Okay, so I basically have made a prompt for this, and it's a pretty extensive one, but let's go over it real quick. So I'm going to read it, slightly kind of skim through it, but I needed to create a prompt for my own agency, which is called Visionaire AI. We're a gold certified partner of Synthflow, which basically means that Synthflow trusts us with making voice AI builds for users or other agencies. I want you to learn my services pretty well. And then I tell it we're not resellers of Synthflow. We use your own accounts that you pay for so that you can rest assured that you own 100% of your work. We revolve around trust and honesty. If you're not happy with something, we make sure we don't move forward until you're happy. We are very close with Synthflow, which allows you to make special requests. that could be taken back to Synthflow for faster responses from them, and also allows Visionary AI to serve as a filter for Synthflow. Project timeframes usually take 3 to 4 weeks to finish depending on the complexity. We've worked with pretty much almost every industry. We mainly integrate with GoHighLevel and Synthflow. We have API experts capable of connecting to multiple CRMs via API depending on your preferences, and much more. Here are some rules. So here I basically tell it to not give out any pricing and book a discovery call. The main goal of the voice AI should be to book them into a discovery call. The voice AI should always dig deeper into finding solutions for the users before suggesting a demo call, discovery call. So this should send out a prompt that we could then use for, that we could then use for Synthflow. So let's go ahead and try it. Here we go. This is pretty nice because it's naming it Visionary, because that's kind of like the main goal. We were trying to sell, like when we started, we were trying to sell like visionaries, which are obviously people that are like ahead of the game pretty much. But it's pretty cool that it's named Visionary. That's awesome. Okay, so this should go with what I mentioned. Hi, thank you for calling Visionary AI, a gold certified partner of Synthflow. This is Visionary. How can I assist you today? That's pretty cool. Okay, so here it's identifying the caller's needs. If the inquiry is about industries, if the inquiry is about integrations, if the inquiry is about technical like APIs and stuff like that, now it knows. Offer insight into Visionary AI before booking a meeting. That's not really what we want to do. We don't want them to. I personally don't want the user to go in and say, do you guys offer this and that? And then the voice AI going back and saying, okay, yeah, do you want to book a meeting? It just doesn't make sense. You want to dig deeper into what the user needs, give them a sort of like a solution for that, and then book them into a discovery call. So that's what I believe. Lead with value, basically. Okay, so solution exploration. See here, we're finding a solution for the person, and then we book the appointment after. Okay. Yep, and it has the knowledge base. It has all that good stuff. All right, so we're good to copy all this. And now what I'm going to do, what I usually do, is format it, right? So I'm just going to go here, format it in terms of hierarchy to make sure that the voice AI knows exactly what is going on and what goes first and what goes next. So I just use this with headers. So these, what I'm putting right now, are headers. So I put them in accordingly. If they have 3, it basically means that it's under. If it has 2, that's basically on top of 3. And then if it has 1, it's above 2. It's kind of how I use it. So like that. Perfect. Okay, so now it's formatted. This should be good. I usually give it like a little more spacing here because it's going to look like all clumped up in the prompt. But that's for later. That would take a little too long. So we're going to go ahead and put that there like so. As you can see, it looks really nice. Here is something that I would definitely change. So let me change this up actually real quick. Because sometimes it actually repeats this right here, and we don't want it to repeat. So we do custom. We do after the custom greeting. And then instead of quotations for these, we're going to use these brackets. And now I could go ahead and copy it back into this. And it should have changed. Yes, it did. Here we go. Save the prompt. Alrighty. So now we've basically created this entire thing. We're going to go over a little bit more of the actions. Okay, so real-time booking now. I already have it on here, AI discovery call, but I want to show you guys how to do it. Okay, so you would create an action, go to GoHighLevel, you would connect your GoHighLevel account, and then you would go ahead and select whichever calendar you want to add these guys onto, right? So here I'm just going to do Visionary AI demo call, just kind of the same thing. Press next on that. And then you would be able to do that like that. But I'm just going to add right now the one that I already had it before. And I'm going to go over a little bit of the details that you would see here. So these are the stats that you would see for each of them. And that should be good on that. You want to make sure to automatically confirm the appointment as well, which was an option there that you could turn on. Okay, so let's add some info extractors. What do we want to extract from these calls, right? So obviously we're going to do the first name of the user. We should do the last name of the user. It seems like it's buggy. Well, let's go ahead and create it. We're going to do single, not single choice. That's my bad. Info extractor. We're going to do, add one here. We're going to do open question. We're going to do last name. What is the user's last name? Question mark. Save that. We don't want to add examples. It confuses the voice AI. Appointment booked. We're going to go ahead and write that on there. This basically confirms that they booked an appointment or not. Now, I want to make one for interest. As you can see right there, we added interest now. And I feel like that should be it, really. That's really all we need. We don't really need anything like great, but maybe I could add one more. Let's do email. Like, what's the user's email? You could add that on there. And that should be good on that part. All right, as you can see, this is literally the embed code. So let's go ahead and embed this cutie into our website. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so after a good amount of testing and making sure that I want the exact settings, these are the settings that I ended up with, and this is where I decided to plug in my widget. So right here, you just decide where you're going to plug it in. You grab the code right over here in deployment, and you just plug it in. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start a call right here with her. So let's go ahead and get straight into it.
Hi, thank you for calling Visionaire AI, a gold certified partner of Synthflow. My name is Visionary. Ask me anything you'd like to know about Visionaire.
Yeah, I want to know how I can implement voice AI into my mortgage company.
Could you share a bit more about what you're hoping to achieve with voice AI for your mortgage company? Are there specific challenges or goals you're focusing on?
Yeah, basically right now we're focusing on being able to implement kind of like a sales team for our mortgage company with voice AI.
Got it. So you're looking to use voice AI to enhance your sales team's capabilities in your mortgage company. That's a great idea. We can help create a tailored solution that automates customer interactions, provides instant responses, and even assists with lead qualification. Would you like to explore this further with a discovery call?
Well, before I do a discovery call, could you tell me a little bit more about Visionary AI?
Absolutely. At Visionaire AI, we focus on trust and transparency. We ensure that all the work is 100% owned by you, using your Synthflow account. Our close partnership with Synthflow allows us to handle special requests efficiently and deliver exceptional results. Projects typically take 3 to 4 weeks, depending on complexity, and we make sure you're completely satisfied before moving forward. Does this sound like what you're looking for?
Definitely is. So about that discovery call, I would definitely like to book one then.
Awesome. Let's get that set up for you. Would Thursday, December 26th at either 3 p.m. or 5 p.m. Eastern Time work for you?
3 p.m. works.
Perfect. I'll book your discovery call for Thursday, December 26th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. You'll receive a calendar invite shortly. Please accept it so we know you received it.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you for reaching out to Visionaire AI. We're excited to help you achieve your goals. If you need anything else before our call, feel free to reach out. Have a great day. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye. Okay. So as you saw, everything went really well. She booked us into a meeting, received the notification. I want to make sure now that you guys obviously leave the video with even more value than you came with. So in order for you guys to keep watching, of course, I want to give you the best of the best. So in order for you to have more contact with me as well as Visionaire, as well as other people that work with Visionaire, I suggest that you definitely join the AI Agency Vault. So in here, you basically can learn everything about voice AI. So in the AI Agency Vault, you're going to get this form right here, as you can see, and it's actually going to have and send a voice AI to personally speak with you and obviously try to book you into a meeting, which is going to be a good experience for you to have. It's going to follow up with you. It's going to do all that cool stuff. And not only that, once you're inside of Skool, you're also going to be able to have all of these valuable videos, right? Where I'm going to give you tips and tricks, even more gold nuggets for everything. And not to mention, you have an entirely free course for you guys to have right here. So please join up, and I guarantee that you will not regret it. There's a lot here to learn, and obviously voice AI is completely new to everybody. So I want to make sure that you guys get started with the right stuff at the right time. All right? So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.